Assalamualaikum. My name is Dislaika bin Hussein, matric numbers S61414. I am from Bachelor of Management Maritime with Honours. I will explain about the task 1. This is the illustration of a ship surveyor wearing a suitable clothes to survey a ship. PPE or personal protective equipment refers to equipment used to prevent exposure to potential workplace hazard that might cause severe injuries and illness. Such injuries and illness might result from exposure to chemical, radiological, physical, electrical, mechanical or other workplace hazard. First, clothing. Wear a high visibility, a durable work suit. Ensure that the suit is made of flame-resistant material for protection in case of fire. Second, head protection. Hard hat with a chin straight to protect against a falling object. Third, eye protection. Safety goggles or glasses with side shields to protect the eyes from debris, dust, and harsh winds. Next is hearing protection. Ear defender or earplug to safeguard against loud noises from ship machinery. Next, respiratory protection. Depending on the survey requirements, a respiratory mask may be necessary for protection against fumes or dust. Next, foot protection. Steel-toed and non-slip boots with good ankle support to prevent slipping and protects against falling objects. Lastly, body protection. Always wear a properly fitted life jacket and ensure it is in good condition and has a reflective strips for visibility. Adhering to these safety measures and wearing the appropriate PPE ensure that the ship surveyor is well equipped for the unique challenge of boarding from a pilot boat to a pilot ladder while the ship is in motion. Always prioritize safety protocols and guidelines during the survey process. Thank you.
The meaning of a confined space on board a ship is any enclosed area, limited in openings for entry and exit, not designed for continuous occupancy, has the potential to contain hazardous atmospheres. Examples of confined space on board a ship: cargo holds, ballast tanks, full tanks, double bottoms, chain lockers, void space. Procedure for entering a confined space on board a ship. The first one is isolate the space, which is lock out nearby energy source, rescue hatches and openings, and post warning signs to prevent unauthorized entry. The second one is ventilation, which is initiate forced ventilation using blowers to purge potential hazardous atmospheres and establish safe oxygen levels before entry. The third one is entry team. Design a minimum of 3 standby person station outside the space with communication links and rescue team member readily available with rescue equipment. Next, entry and words. The atron wearing appropriate PPE, which is for example respiratory protection, fire retardant clothing, and so on. The last one is emergency procedure. Establish clear communication and rescue procedure, including emergency escape routes and rescue equipment deployment. There is some necessary equipment to ensure the space is safe for entry a confined space on board. The first one is atmospheres monitoring, consists of multi-gas detector, oxygen meter. The second one is ventilation, consists of portable blower, hoses and ducting. The third one is communication and safety, headset and communication device, rescue harness and lifeline, first aid kit, fire extinguishing, and the last one is personal protective equipment PPE, consists of breathing apparatus, fire retardant clothing, helmet with headlamp, glove and boots.
For question 3, where one of my team members lying unconscious on the tank floor during inspection, there is some necessary action that you can do. Before the rescue team arrive, any attempt to rescue a person that unconscious within tank space should be based on the pre-arranged plan. The rescuer need to be aware about the design of the individual ship and acknowledge about the allocation of personnel to relieve or backup those into the space. Secondly, call for help immediately. After witnessing the incident, call for help from the ship's captain or other responsible personnel. If the person that unconscious on the tank's floor is affected by the atmosphere, the member that come to help need to raise the alarm. Do not station at the entrance to the tank space. Attempt to enter it before additional help has arrived.
The action that will be taken in the event of inspection is rescue team must be breathing apparatus and a rescue harness, and if possible bring along communication equipment, a lifeline and oxygen. Function brief the apparatus out is protect the wearer from contaminated air or oxygen deficiency in hazard environment. Different types are needed depending on the specific risk. Function of rescue harness is distribute weight evenly and provides secure attachment point for lifelines, rescue equipment and tools. Secrecy for whole protection and rappelling. Function for communication equipment is maintains vital contacts between rescues and support team, enabling coordination, situational awareness and emergency call. Example for communication equipment is radio operating on designated frequency for rescue team and emergency service. Consider intrinsically safety models for hazard environmental. Next is under no circumstance must emergency and escape breaching device to be used to enter a dangerous space to effect rescues. Lastly is follow all safety instructions by the rescues. First step is alert with notice, which is announcement about the type of emergency. Next is mastering, entering the space rescues and the first aids on scenes. Lastly is midday.